Welcome back, gamers, and today we are talking about Season 3 Reloaded. So, I'd say this is the best update we've had since the initial Outbreak update back in Season 2, and does that spoil my opinion a little bit? Probably. I just wanted to go over everything. We should probably start with the Outbreak Easter egg. And don't worry, we'll get onto the features afterwards, but I wanted to talk about the Easter egg first. So, the Easter egg itself, I'm actually glad that this is a more difficult Easter egg. I actually thought that the whole going under the Ruka silos thing was actually really cool. And, in fact, we should actually get that area as a survival map, but I'd be so disappointed if we don't. Because that area is so cool, and it'd be so disappointing if we don't get a survival map out of that. Especially with the lack of them, since we haven't had one for a while, I think since February, which is kind of mad. Although we do know that we are getting a round base map in Season 4, but as it's implied at the moment, it seems like it might be Season 4 Reloaded. Which is unfortunate, but I guess it's what we're going to have to put up with. Now, back to the Easter egg. I thought that the stuff what we had to do in Outbreak, I did feel like the stuff what we had to do in the Outbreak maps was a little bit meh. Like, the monkey step and the radio transmissions were stuff we just did before. It was just crammed into the Easter egg, to be honest. But everything after that, everything in that missile silo is genuinely the best part of the Easter egg. And I know there's going to be some complaints about the difficulty of the silo, but I'm actually happy it was difficult, because when me and Multi did it, we actually had quite a fun time, even if it was a little bit stressful. But I think the main issue with difficulty for most people was the boss, which I think is somewhat justified. I think it's completely fine how the orbs, no, not the orbs, how it functions, how you have to break its armour to get it down to its second form. But what I do not agree with is the fact that it took like 30 ray gun shots to take down a single orb. And even then, like, it didn't actually take down the orb. We had to switch to like normal guns to do it, so it kind of negates the purpose of a wonder weapon, to be honest. I'd be fine if like they have nothing to, if they struggle to break the armor, but not with the orbs. Like, these wonder weapons should be doing mad damage to the orbs. Now, I found myself really enjoying the Easter egg, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the boss fight definitely demotivated me from trying it again. Maybe we'll try it again once Treyarch balances the orbs, because the orbs were my major problem. Now, in terms of story, I'd say that the Easter egg feels kind of filler. I know that there's a part 2 to this probably, but I feel like it was very filler, and we're not talking die rise level of filler. Like, there's a potential for this to lead into something, which I have a feeling it will, and I will probably end up looking like an absolute clown in a couple of weeks. So there's that. Now onto the main gameplay. This is the part which I'm happy about, and I want to talk about the part I'm happy about, and that is Order roaming on Outbreak. That is probably the best addition to Outbreak by far. Just having some lanky motherfucker just stomping towards you. Like, the first time I witnessed that, I was dropping bricks. So, really, I think Order is definitely the best thing introduced in the update. Fishing is kind of meh for me. Like, I could go without the fishing, but I guess it's nice that there's something there. But it's a bit... It just feels like just an animation and just... You get stuff. That's really all it feels like. But, now, Oh yeah, they fixed the HUD. Remember those ugly green destination markers? Well, they're gone. Oh, and also you can mark on the map where you want to go, which is really cool. But I found sometimes that it did straight up just disappear on me, and I'm not sure whether this was to do with me being too close to it and it registering to me as being there, or whether it's just generally bugged. But I had a marker disappear whilst me and Morty were doing the Easter egg, and I remember having to remark it. Now, moving on to the round-based stuff, they have done some massive balancing changes, and they have introduced a higher round cap for the health, but it is fairly insane how far that health cap goes. It's 12,000 or something. Well, probably more than that. Well, either way, it's pretty insane. And there's also quite a lot of weapon buffs, especially to do with criticals. And, oh, that's going to make Deadshot so much better. In fact, it does. Now, I think this is just a little extra I want to add on. Cranked 2, No Time to Crank. That game mode, ooh, that was fun. In fact, me and Multi played it competitively. First person to go down losers. And we did it in the Firebase starting room, so it got pretty fun. I was just running around with ballistic knives. And we were just fighting off mimics and manglers with no pack-a-punch, so it's starting to get it started to get really, really difficult by round 17. But I think the update is very good, and I have enjoyed the update. So I think if I want to leave this at anything, I want to say that Season 3 Reloaded is the best update we've had for zombies since Outbreak initially came out. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!